AD and LeBron looked unbelievable. They looked in mid-season form. I was happy to see the way AD was playing. I wish he would cut down on some of his three takings because AD is – I just wish he wouldn't shoot so many threes.
You realize they are encouraging him to shoot more threes.
No, they should not. No, they should not. AD and LeBron looked unbelievable. I like what I saw from Lonnie Walker last night, Skip. He had it going really well, attacking the basket, made some pretty good mid-range pull-up shots, but then had a mild ankle sprain in the third quarter. I mean, the ankle sprain. The Lakers says it's mild. Reevaluate him. We'll see. Hopefully he's ready to go by next week. But the starting backcourt, 4 points, 0 for 7, 0 for 6, 5 turnovers in the first half. I don't know why Pat Beverly thinks because he had the purple and gold on, he's turning to Steph Curry. Because all of a sudden he wants to just launch up threes. Russ, the first 2 times he got the ball, Skip, what'd he do? How you make the same mistake every single time? Get the ball, step out of bounds. He looks at the official, toss the ball to the official. Come right back down the court to get him the ball again. What'd he do, Skip?
Step out of bounds.
Step right out of bounds again. And then the shot selection, when do you realize if you shoot 29% from the three, why are you taking? There's a reason why you're open. There's a reason why the opposing team are encouraging you to shoot those shots. Enough about him, Skip. Look, it's not going to work. Stop and play. Pat Bev trying to get the guys together. He's arguing with the official. He don't want to be a part of it. He's a solo act. I finally get. He's not a team player. Lakers aren't going to do anything. I believe LeBron and AD will have excellent seasons this year. I really do. I like what I've seen thus far. Hopefully they can stay healthy for a minimum of 65 games. But Skip, it's not going to work. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, Shutter, it's the preseason. I saw this last season. I've seen it in the preseason. He is what he is. And I don't know if nobody wants him now. Because anybody that wants Russell Westbrook, I don't care what anybody say, they want to buy him out. They do not want him on their team. They want to buy him out, but they want to extrapolate those 2 first-round draft picks, which will be unprotected, from the Lakers. They want to buy Russ out if he's traded, and he doesn't want any part of that.
Yet they're not phasing him out because he played 25 minutes as a starter last night, correct?
Yeah.
So how do you explain that? There's
no explanation. I mean, you got $47 million, you're going to play him. I get what you're saying that, hey, just send him home or 6-man, but they're not. I don't know. It's just like Pigpen and that dust cloud that follows him. When he gets the ball, my spirit's just dampened. And I'm sure people in the crib last night, they feel the exact same way that I feel. It's just like it's about to go to hell in a handbasket. Every time he touches the ball, I do not expect anything good to happen.
It makes me nervous to watch. I get like antsy watching him because I just know something wild is going to happen.
Maybe it's just me, Skip. Maybe I'm just being too critical, too harsh. But I just think that something bad. Every time he just touches the ball, I'm like, damn.
Okay. I will caution you, and I do agree with your assessment about your big 2, but you only have a big 2. There's no big 3. I can't.
When did somebody think we had a big? Jeff Van Gundy to say big 2, big 3. You got a big 1.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair. Combined last night, they were 16 of 23 were LeBron and AD. 16 of 23. That's 44 points combined and 24 rebounds combined. That's going to win you a bunch of games. Yeah. The issue is, the caveat is, the disqualifier last night is there's no Gobert and no Karl Anthony Towns. Right. So it was more of a super highway to the basket. The lane was a lot more open than it's going to be in general when you play this new T-Wolves team.
Right.
So I'm with you on that. That's hopeful and heartening. I'm completely with you on Russ. It's just hard to watch. It's almost like, what's wrong with this picture? Because he doesn't even fit in the picture.
Right.
Because you watch LeBron's artistry, and then you watch AD's dominance because he's a gifted 6'10" player with guard skills, and then all of a sudden you fixate on number 0 and you think, how is he out there?
One of these things don't belong.
Where did they find him? Did they just go get him off the street and throw him out there? Because you spoke of the 3 turnovers. Again, I've told you before, in church league, you get yanked for a pass like that because it was a no-hoper. You threw it to them. It didn't have any chance of going through. He's got wild hands. There were 3 or 4 more times last night when the ball's kind of fumbling out of his hands. Yeah. He managed to hold on to it. It will not work. I didn't think it would work from the start. And yet, the only way to overcome it is two ways. You can be a sniper of a three-point shooting team, and they're just not.
No.
Again, LeBron is a below, I'm going to be nice. LeBron's a below average, high volume three-point shooter, and he's sort of the best you got.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to remind you, I watched so much of Lonnie Walker when he was a Spur as a first-round draft pick out of Miami, and he will flash for you because he flashed last night.
Yeah.
But in the big picture, ultimately, trust me, he will disappoint you. He's a horrendous three-point shooter.
Yeah.
So he's not going to help in that regard. Kendrick Nunn couldn't help you last night.
No.
Schroeder finally showed up and played, and he went 0 for 4 last night. And would you believe, I don't guess you listened to the sound, but on ESPN, they were saying in their pregame chat with Darvin Ham, he was singing the praises of Matt Ryan. A lot of people think Matt Ryan plays football, but there is a basketball player named Matt Ryan, and I happen to know him because he played a year at my school, Vanderbilt, after he had left Notre Dame. And after the 1 year at Vanderbilt, he went to Chattanooga. He has bounced around minor leagues and the NBA, and Darvin Ham was raving about him as the answer to their three-point shooting. And he took 3 last night and missed all 3.
Yep.
Okay, well, it has come to that. You're raving about Matt Ryan? Seriously? I was just dumbfounded and shocked by that because at one point, LeBron made his first one, and then I think there was a stretch of, was it 16 in a row that you missed? I know it's just a preseason game, and as Darvin Ham said in his little sideline interview, we just can't make a shot. Well, you really haven't been able to make a shot for a long time. Last year, you really couldn't make a shot. You didn't have anybody who could take up the slack unless LeBron gets a hot hand, which he does every once in a while.
Right.
Okay? He's sort of boom or bust from 3, and it's like that's all you got. So that leaves you with Darvin Ham's new calling card. The new sheriff says, we will be greatly improved on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I watched closely last night. I didn't see it. I couldn't see new tenacity. I couldn't see a new defensive mindset. Russ is going to play no defense. LeBron can't be expected to play great defense at this stage and age of his career. And remember, in the first half, well, heck, for the whole game, Naz Reid was just killing you. Naz Reid?
Again, offensive rebounding.
Yeah.
9 to 4.
Look at it. Look
9
at
to 4.
it. I know. Okay, that's on AD because he's your answer to that. And he got his defensive rebounds, but he was getting killed on the other end of the court.
Right.
Okay, so who are you? What are you? Are you as projected like an 8 seed? Is that pretty much who you are?
I think, like I said, I think they can get to 5 or 6. Well, I think anything other than 6 seed is not the play-in. I think 7 and 8 is the play-in. 7, 8, 9, 10 are play-in. Mm-hmm. So I think they can avoid the play-in. I think they can get 5 or 6. AD stays healthy for 65 games. Bron stays healthy for 65 games, and they get a consistent third scoring option. Be it Kendrick Nunn, I'm expecting it to be Kendrick Nunn. I'm gonna say Kendrick Nunn is gonna be our best.
He just had a bad shooting night, but I like him.
But he had some good looks. Ball went in and out, and he was struggling a little bit. But it's just the other guy. I just don't know. Maybe LeBron Skip in year 10, AD in year 5. Combine those two guys together, they can play well enough to overcome what was supposed to be the addition and make it a big 3.
Yep.
But I don't believe LeBron in year 20 and AD right now can overcome his play.
In the end, if you don't change your defensive mindset, these teams are coming into your house, and you could just see in the eyes of the T-Wolves last night, they're not afraid, man.
Remember, they had the lead, and then they go on 11, 13-0 run. And then all of a sudden, you had a lead that was 11 points, and all of a sudden, you find yourself down by 2.
Hey, D'Angelo and Ant-Man, they're like, hey, we got this. Watch this, because they can get just about whatever they want on the offensive end.
Yes.
Well, it's just hard to win games like that unless you ask LeBron to play like he's 22.
No, he can't exert that kind of energy because you need him. Because, Skip, they say AD one, but LeBron is your number 1 scoring option. And you can't ask your number 1 scoring option to exert that kind of pressure on both ends. Not, as you said, not at this age. The man's about to be 38. The second unit is going to have to do a better job. They're going to have to do a better job. They're going to have to do a better job of holding or cutting it.
They feel deeper than they were last year. But last year they were deep in aging star power.
Yes.
Aging star power. But you had the Melos and the Dwights who know how to play.
Right.
They just aren't quite capable of playing.
Right.
at this moment, it sounds like they aren't going to be playing at all.
No,
right?
I don't think Melo or Dwight.
It looks like that's the end of the line for both.
For them on the Lakers.
Yes.
Right? They might somebody else.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. Doesn't feel like that.
Right.
Guys, you mentioned Naz Reid. He got the start at the 5 last night because the T-Wolves were without both Cat and Rudy Gobert. Man, they've got some interesting pieces on that team. I think they're going to be fun to watch this season.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.